So good evening, folks from the Headwaters for Heroes organization. My name is Alan Leatherwood. Served in the United States Marine Corps from 2001 to 2005. Was in boot camp when 9/11 happened, exactly 21 days into my boot camp commitment. From there, I served at the United States Naval Academy for 2 years as honor guard. Basically, I did honor guard flag presentations and funerals for the United States Naval Academy for a period of 2 years, like I said. Did over 500 funerals while I was there. From Annapolis, I left there and went to 3rd Battalion 1st Marines, where I was served as a corporal team leader in the infantry unit of India Company, 3rd Battalion 1st Marines, and served in the Second Battle of Fallujah. I was wounded twice on November 10th, 2004. Ended up finishing my deployment out there and as a corporal team leader, like I said, and from then on there, it took me a couple of years to get into veterans organizations. I had kind of a sour taste in my mouth for things that had happened to me and the brothers and sisters that I served with. And so at the time when I was asked to become part of the Purple Heart chapter of 1919, I was kind of reluctant, but I had a squad leader that I served with who was the national commander of the Purple Heart at the national level, Felix Garcia. Kind of took me by the reins and kind of showed me the ropes as far as what it's like being inside the Purple Heart organization, and I've enjoyed it ever since. I've served as the vice commander, the junior vice commander, the commander, and now the present sergeant at arms for chapter 1919 in the Austin area. How I got hooked up with Headwaters for Heroes was at a fishing tournament out on Lake Buchanan, and I was paired with a gentleman, and I cannot remember his name at the top of my head right now, but well, we did pretty good in the tournament. I met Steve and I met Paco, and we stayed pretty good friends and stayed in touch quite a bit. Communicated with Paco a little bit more than Steve, but Steve leaned on me for guys and to come out and do some hunts and fishing tournaments and so on and so forth. But as far as things I've done with Headwaters for Heroes, like I said, I've done a fishing tournament. I've also done a turkey hunt, which was somewhat cut short due to a wildfire that happened out in Rock Springs. We had some pretty high winds, and the property that we were on, we were kind of tucked back up in the hillside, and the winds were blowing pretty bad, and the fire was headed our way. So we kind of tucked tail, and we got out of there that evening. And ever since then, like I said, me and Paco and Steve Sweeney, we've stayed in constant contact. I haven't done a trip or any kind of organized function with either one of these folks since this weekend here, May 12th of 2023, and here I am doing my testimony. Headwaters for Heroes is an amazing organization. They love to give back, and I appreciate everything that they do for veterans.